Okay, ready whenever you are, Brian.
Watch out.
There she goes. Nice. And what knife is that? SOG.
SoFi.
Badass.
And that's nothing compared to my big one.
So that is how you cut down a tree with a knife. A knife. Good job, Brian.
I like it.
So Brian here decided that he wasn't going to waste the tree, but instead he was going to show everybody how to build a shelter. So Brian, is this the type of shelter that you would live in?
Temporarily.
Temporarily, right?
If I'm going out for a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the weather too.
So pretty much what you did here is we cut a tree down
With a knife.
with a knife. Yep. We're now using the base of that tree with the base of another tree here, and you are creating a little shelter on the bottom for yourself underneath that. Now, Brian, what's the point of shelters?
You have the wind, rain, cold. Slight amount of protection.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, this one's not going to give you much protection from a large animal,
Right.
other than camouflage. Depending on the animal.
Mm-hmm.
If it's actually hunting you, it's going to smell you.
Very good. Now, how come they don't teach us this in school?
Actually, they did.
Huh?
Corinth, they taught us this.
Yeah, they didn't teach us this over in Luzerne.
First one I built. It was actually with a guy who came to our school that was Indian survival teacher.
Oh, yeah?
I built one out behind what's now the football field. That's still actually standing.
So what you did here is you pruned all these little trees. You created this little brush. And it makes for a nice temporary shelter against a little bit of the elements. Against any type of predator. It's good camouflage, like he said. This is probably one of the easiest, most common shelters, most effective shelters that you can make and the fastest without burning up as much energy. Now luckily today it's not very hot out. In fact, I mean, we're wearing pants and I'm actually wearing a sweater right now. Temperature is, let's say, about 55 degrees right now. So it's a nice temperature to actually build a shelter. You don't want to build a shelter on a crazy hot day if you don't have any water or any type of shade, obviously. Brian, how effective would this type of shelter be in the winter?
For a single night, you actually covered yourself and got yourself insulated off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And had a small fire to keep you alive.
Right. So you don't freeze your ass off, in other words. Yep.
In the winter, you're going to use more pine, though, than you will anything else.
Right, because, yeah, obviously the wintertime you're not going to have leaves.
You're going to want a much firmer frame. You got to deal with snow falling off the trees above you. In reality, this shelter is more peace of mind than pretty much anything else.
Right. Now this right here, I just want to show people a little bit of this here. If you take, well, that's not a very good example, but here we go. We'll get into a thicker pine over here. If you take some of these pine right here, this is a white pine, and you could tell that it's a white pine because of the amount of needles that are attached here at the base of the grouping. So therefore, we have five needles in one group, and if you're up in the Northeast, 5 needles in one group, that makes it a white pine. I'm trying to get the autofocus here for a second. Kind of hard to see here, but you guys get the point. But anyways, you take the white pine and you cut it up into small 1-inch sections of just the needles. Okay, you're gonna grab yourself some needles like that. You cut them up in 1-inch sections, and you can make yourself some pine needle tea, which is excellent for you. It's a great way to detox. It also acts as a medicine, like a natural remedy, natural medicine. You gotta think a tree is a living creature just like you and I and everybody else out there. So therefore, a tree has got to have ways to fight off bacteria. A tree needs to find a way to protect itself against the elements. So pretty much what you're drinking from the pine needle tea is you're drinking all the chemicals and all the vitamins that are naturally inside of the pine tree or the pine needles themselves. However, remember, do not boil your water with the tea, with your needles in there. That's been known to cause birth defects, and what happens is you actually get like a tar out of it, like a sappy tar. You can, let's see if we can zoom in on this here. You can actually see some of the pine sap tar stuff that I'm talking about here. Oh, wrong way. Here we go. Yeah, you don't want to have tar by any means in your tea, but it is very, very good to drink, and it's actually really kind of tasty. I actually dig it. What I like to do is I like to take a little bit of honey, and I like to put that into the tea, and I also like to put a little bit of peppermint, fresh peppermint leaves into the pine needle tea too, and that is just delicious. It's really good. However, expect to get the runs a little bit later because it will completely flush you out and completely detox you. So let's see what's going on over here with Mr. Brian. See how this homeboy is doing with his shelter. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we're talking. It's a mighty fine little shelter there, Brian.
Do it for a few days. You actually have time to build a real one.
Right. It's a tick house. Huh?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a nice little shelter. Perfect just for a little bit of cover for the night or two if needed. I wouldn't go, you know, setting up a mailing address in it or anything, but it's dope. Alright, we'll come back in a minute.
Pull this back. There's your door.
Yeah, we got 2 doorways in here, but I'm going in it.
There's a little tree growing in the middle of
Oh, I don't care about that little tree. Oh, this is nice, actually. It's actually pretty roomy in here. On the outside, it may not look like shit, but on the inside, it's like a nice little warm bubble. Like, the heat's actually coming up off the ground. Huh?
it. Diving in, backpack and all.
Backpack and everything, bud. I'm in here for real. Yep. And you even had a nice little tree to lean up against in here. There. Yeah. I'm a big dude, and I am in this pretty comfortably, actually, so it's actually pretty freaking cool. I'm actually kind of digging it. Yeah, I could definitely sleep in here. What about you, Bri? How many times do you ever sleep in one of these?
Every hunting season.
Yeah? Yeah, actually, it's quite warm in here. I've got to say, it's actually really warm up in here right now. It's actually insulating the heat ground really nicely, and it's not allowing it really to escape because we have all this cover above us here. Nice little canopy action. So yeah, I am in here backpacking everything because I do have my backpack on. All right, and yeah, I think it's pretty badass. You just gotta be careful of like one thing, you know. You just gotta make sure to watch out for your little sticks here that are possibly stab you. But I mean, other than that, I'd definitely rock it in here. I feel really safe and secure. Like, you know, like nobody's gonna get to me in here, and I definitely do feel a lot warmer. There's no wind, there's no elements to deal with in here. It's really nice, actually. Yep. I may actually just spend the night in here. It's actually kind of cool, actually, to tell you the truth. I'm kind of digging it. Yep. So this is the Adirondack Brian shelter. Good job, Brian. I don't know where he is. He's way out there. I don't know. But anyways, we are not actually in the woods right now, though. But we are, however, just in my backyard. We were just kind of clearing out a tree or two for my pool, and Brian got that really cool SOG knife. He wanted to try it out, so let him play it for a little while, and this is what he does. This is Brian. Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of Brian's knowledge here, and we're going to use a little bit of that for our advantage here on YouTube. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. And, you know, drop me a line. Any questions or anything, just comment on the bottom. Haters and all. So, alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Bye.